Hey, First Church, it's me, Pastor Manny. I am hanging out in the Ministry Center shooting this pastor's note. If you come into our property off East Twin Spring Street, you may notice that there are two big buildings right on our campus. And the one closest to the park, the one furthest west, is the Ministry Center. And it is the home of the original church building. It's been recently remodeled. And thanks be to God, it has recently been paid off. There's no more debt on this building. And it's special for many, many reasons. We call it the Ministry Center because that's really what we wanted it to be, a place of ministry, a place where we serve. And so I want to tell you a quick story of something that happened this week that's just made a big impact on my perspective of this building. But when I drove in on Monday morning of this week, I noticed there was another van, one I didn't recognize, parked in our parking lot with someone sleeping in it. And when they came out, I came over there and went over there and introduced myself. And the man, who was in his mid-60s, said, "My name is Peanut. I go by Peanut. And I'm just traveling to San Antonio. I'm in a hard place. I'm running out of gas." And we talked for a minute, and he talked about that he is dealing with a new diagnosis of dementia, and I made some jokes in light of that. He said, I just had a rough day. I don't smell good. I'm hungry. And I said, "What do you mean you don't smell good?" He's like, I haven't showered. And you don't want to know how long it's been since I've showered. And I said, "Well, you're in luck. This whole building behind me has 2 showers." And immediately he just began to cry. And he's like, "Man, to be honest, I haven't showered in a month." And I said, "Well, come on in." And we got him towels, and he showered, and he left, and we were able to minister to him and pray for him. And he's still in our parking lot today. But I tell you that story to tell you that this building is more than just a building that houses Timothy Team, our kids ministry, and the basement, our student ministry. It's doing everyday ministry, whether it's happening in the Dogwood Literacy Council on our 3rd floor, with teaching people to read, or 2 or 3 times a month, we're allowing people to shower. And that's possible because of the people who decided to renovate this building and worked hard and to give and to support the renovation of the building. But it's also happening because we're continuing to give. We use water and electricity to make that shower possible. People have been donating soap and toiletries so that people can shower. And so I'm really, really, really proud of our congregation. And every time I see this building, to know that it's not just a giant building that we're having to maintenance and keep up, but it's really becoming a place of ministry. So once again, I just feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude to those who have given financially and given with their encouragement to make this building possible, but also who are continuing to support the ministries of First Church, because we really are making a difference in the lives of our neighbors near and far. And so I'm really excited about that. And that story that I had this week just highlighted what's been happening in the Ministry Center. And I also want to tell that this summer, we're using the Ministry Center as a home for Timothy Team Tuesdays. It's been 2 or 3 summers since we've been able to have Timothy Team Tuesdays, and with Devin Sherman hopping on staff and being our children's ministry director, once again, beginning in mid-June, we will have 6 weeks, consecutive weeks on a Tuesday, of Timothy Team Tuesdays, where you can bring your kids age kindergarten to 6th grade to come in for some different kind of fun ministry, and they can be dropped off and hang out. We're also looking for volunteers to come help serve with Devin for Timothy Team Tuesdays. So again, really excited about all that God is doing in and through our church, and especially through the Ministry Center. Be excited to see you in church on Sunday. It's a special Sunday. It's Senior Sunday. It's also Communion Sunday. And look forward to seeing you. I'm taking a step back into James 1, and I'm excited to preach that message, and I look forward to seeing you in church or online. The mic will work this Sunday, I promise. Sunday at 10 o'clock. So we'll see you then.